Hey guys, welcome to Motivation Mondays. This is Chris Tan, and this is a new series I'll be doing where I'm going to be uploading motivational videos at 12 noon every Monday to help you get through that week. So instead of a moody Monday or a manic Monday, make your Mondays motivational. So for our first topic for Motivation Mondays, I think this is going to be very appropriate. Have you ever had that feeling on Sunday night when you know Monday's coming and your stomach's churning and you feel kind of bad, you're getting stressed and you can't sleep properly? If you've had that feeling, there's a problem because you shouldn't feel like that on Mondays. As a matter of fact, it's funny how people, don't look forward to Mondays about going to work. If you don't feel good about going to work on Monday and you feel bad about it or you get stressed about the idea of going to work on Monday, okay, I'm telling you right now, there's only two things you got to do. Number one, get out of whatever job or business or whatever you're doing. All right? And if you can't get out of it, number two, then you got to change the way you look at it. So you either change your circumstance or you change the way you look at things, because it is difficult to live a life where you're not looking forward to being at a certain place that you're at. So let's start with the first one. I want you to assess whatever job or business or activity you're doing and ask yourselves, why are you stressed or why do you not look forward to Mondays? Ask yourself, what is it that you don't like about being at that work? Is it the people you work with? Is it the type of work you do? Is it the stress involved with work? Whatever reasons it may be, I want you to write it down and I want you to really think things through. Then after you've written it down, I want you to ask yourself, is there anything you can do to change your circumstance with all those things you listed down? For example, about your coworkers. Are you stressed about your coworkers or you don't enjoy being with them? Then ask yourself, is there anything you can do to change that? There is a way to do it. Depends on the situation. You can confront them about it. You can talk to them. You can talk to your boss. You can talk to HR. There are things you can do. Is it the amount of work? Maybe you can learn to schedule your work, or maybe you can talk to your boss to see if you can lessen the work, or maybe allocate it differently. There's a lot of ways to do it. But if you can't fix any of that, then fix the way you look at things. Or you can figure out how to manage your stress, or ask yourself why you're stressed about it. Because most of the time, the stress that you're feeling is all in here rather than out there, all right? Or maybe the workload is too much, so you're not looking forward to it because you don't have time for yourself. Whatever it may be, write down all those reasons that's making your Monday miserable. And then after you write it down, I want you to write down how you can change it. If after you've written everything down and you realize there's nothing you can do to change it, you may consider maybe quitting that job or quitting that career or quitting that business or whatever it may be. If you can't quit for reasons such as maybe that's the only job you think you can do and you're afraid, or you're not ready to quit that job, or you really need the money for your family and it's not an option right now, then you got to change the way you look at things. You have to change your mindset. So remember those questions I asked you to write down about your work, whether it's the people you work with, the amount of work you do, or maybe the stress you have at work or the activity at work. You've written it down, right? Then ask yourself how you can change the way you look at it. For example, the people that stress you out. What can you do, or how can you look at it so that you're not going to be stressed with them? A lot of times we go to our work and we feel miserable because we're not passionate about our work. But then I want you to remember that first day you went to that work or you got that job and how excited you were about that job. Remember those days. I want you to write down what made you excited about that job. And then I want you to look back at that excitement. I want you to feel that again and remember that. Because there was a reason why you got that job and why you were excited about it. Go back to that excitement because that can help you be motivated. Number two, here's a very good one. Whatever job you're doing or whatever activity you're doing, be passionate about it. Look for something that's fun about it, or try to have fun with it and be passionate about it. When you're passionate about whatever you're doing, it makes time fly by faster and it makes it easier. Also, another way to motivate yourself is not just being passionate about it. Ask yourself why you're doing it. What is the purpose of this? Purpose in terms of the company, how you can contribute to the company. If you can do that and you realize that there is a purpose for your existence in that company, and then you find a passion with whatever you're doing, it makes time go by faster. And at least this time, you won't be dreading your Mondays anymore. if you don't do anything about it and you don't change your mindset or your situation, you're going to be looking at Mondays very miserably. So once you change your situation or your perception, you're going to go from miserable Mondays to motivated Mondays.